What paella means for the Spaniards, pizza means for the Italians, and whiskey for the Scots. Now we clean our prawns by cutting open the shell, making an incision and removing the intestines. This makes automatically the prawn also easy peel and easy to eat. Our prawns really don't need their legs anymore because they're not going nowhere. During the cooking process they all fell off and they get into our rice and end up in our mouth. So the best way is to take a scissor and cut them off and use with it the legs with it to extract the taste while we're making the stock. In my kitchen, no soup powders, no bouillon blocks, no artificial flavors, only the real thing. Now, the success of our paella it depends very much on a very good, rich chicken stock. For this we use the bones of one chicken, some onion, leek, celery, carrot, some bay leaves. And as I mentioned already in several of my other videos, I don't throw nothing away, especially not the products like bone, shells, heads, where there is a lot of flavor. So the heads of the prawns that we just cleaned and also the legs we're going to add to our stock, and we let the total, after we bring it to boil, simmer for approximately 45 minutes. We don't add any salt at this stage because salt we only add after we finish cooking, because the stock will reduce. So if it is flavorful and salty enough now, it will be too salt after we finish with the cooking process. We have to strain our stock because we don't want all the pieces with it in our paella. So strain it and let it leak out for a while so that all these lovely juices will stay behind so that we can use them in our paella. Heat a frying pan and add some olive oil. Now it's time ready to fry our ingredients one by one. We have some onions, garlic, chicken thigh, we have some calamari, rice, kurkum, saffron, and of course salt. Add now the rice and fry them a little bit with the other ingredients until the rice is a little bit glazy. And then it's time for the other ingredients to add the saffron, the curcum, the salt, and of course our stock. After we add the stock to our rice and other ingredients, we bring the total to boil. And a very important part is that we have to taste the stock, if it is salty enough, because this is the moment that we have to season our paella. Depending on the rice, we cook our paella for approximately 20 minutes until most of the stock is absorbed by the rice. We transfer the rice then to a traditional paella pan, or in this case I'm using a terracotta pot. I love to cook in terracotta pots with it because with it they transfer the heat very nice, and they're very cheap as well. We're going to add with it some other ingredients to the paella at this stage. We did some grilled peppers. I mean, the recipe of that you can find in some of my other edited videos. And we're going to add some green peas. Now, this is not the way how the Spaniards will do that, because they add those products already in the beginning of the cooking process. What I don't like from that is that the green peas turn, with it dark, they lose their nice green color, and they lose also a lot of their flavors. The same basically with the prawns. They cook them as from the beginning, because most of the time people over here use soup powders, and they need the flavor of the shrimps to go into the paella, but we don't have that because we have the flavor in our stock. Now, I don't want to cook the prawns with it long, because with it then they will fuse to the scales and you cannot get them out anymore. And they're very gentle. It's very gentle meat, you don't want to overcook it. Now we put our prawns nicely on top of the paella. We add some shells to it. You can choose whatever shells of seafood you want, like mussels or whatever. It's basically no rule, because you are the chef, you are the boss in your kitchen, and you decide how your paella will look like. The whole thing, when it is dressed up, it goes back into the oven on maximum heat for an additional 10 minutes until all the juices are nicely into our rice. Our paella is done. Immediately serve it and eat it when it is still piping hot. This is absolutely delicious dish. Finish it off with some fresh parsley and lemon and enjoy yourself.